How was the Bay Area for that meet there?
It was really good. I had 2 PRs over the weekend. I ran the 1500 and the 800. And as Sarah was saying, I had a lot of other teammates that have had PRs as well. And overall, the team's definitely looking like it's going to be solid. I'm happy with the way the young guys are performing, and I want some of the veterans to start stepping up a little bit more. But overall, I think everything's going really well.
So how does it feel to be in the record book as placing second place of all time for the 800 meter?
It's interesting. I don't know. I stared at that record list for so long last year, thinking that it was one of the hardest lists to get on the distance side. And me and my roommate used to sit around and talk about it a lot of just, we want to be on those top 10 lists, and to finally be on it and to be in contention and maybe break that record would be, I mean, it's surreal. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
So tell me about you coming up in Chico.
I'll be doing the 1500. So usually what they do at the Chico invite, they brought it back a couple years ago where they try to do a sub 4-minute mile. This year they decided to do it as a 1500, but it's still going to be a pretty fast race. I'm pretty inexperienced in the 1500, so I think it'll be interesting to be racing some people who are nationally ranked in the 15. Then I'm also going to be doing open 400s to see if I can better my time in that.
So what do you expect out of Chico's meet that's coming up here?
I like this meet a lot because it's kind of an in-between at the bigger meets and the smaller meets. And you can't really call it a smaller meet because Chico is nationally ranked and they have really good athletes and stuff. And because of that, they bring in some schools that also have some other athletes and things. But it's not as big as, like, say, Stanford, like we were at last week, or Chabot, or, Mount Sac coming up in 3 weeks and things like that. So it's kind of a nice way to, like, all sort of be training through it, through the meet, but we'll also get to have some good competition, which will be nice.
All right.
I guess talk to me about what the race conditions were like when you went out and ran that great time in the 800. Just talk to me about what kind of, did you know, as you were running that this was going to be just an exceptional performance? Did you go into it with a great mindset? I guess just talk to me about what that mental game was like.
I actually had the exact opposite mindset. I've been having some hip problems and stuff, so I've been feeling very good. And I even told my coach before that I could feel my hip every step and stuff. I went out way too slow in the race. I split at 56.6, which is much too slow. I'm actually surprised that I ran the time that I did with that. I guess I just got a little upset with myself and kicked it in at the end. But overall, the track was kind of weird because it didn't really have a lot of give to it. It was almost like running on concrete, which for racing is good, but I feel bad for them having to trail on that all the time because my shins were hurting after I only ran 2 laps. Overall, it was a very good field, and I ended up getting beat by somebody who was a really good competitor, and I'll be seeing them in Mount Sac and hope to have another chance at it.
Where do you feel like you're at? Obviously we know we're at the season, but where do you feel like you're at in terms of your ability to reach what you think is your ceiling? I'm sure you're hoping to make outdoor national championships this year.
Yeah.
I guess talk to me about where you feel like you're at this season.
Well, the time that I've ran currently over the past 5 years has gone to nationals every year. Obviously, I still want to better that time, but there's a decent chance that I'll be going, which is nice to kind of have in the back of my mind. I think, so both of the times that I've ran decent times this year in the 8, the only times I ran the 8 this year, I've gone out a lot slower than I should have. I should be splitting more in like the 53 range, which is when you see at the Stanford meet, the fastest heat, a guy named David Ribich went out at 153, or 53 rather, and he never ran the 148. And I feel as though my fitness is there to where I could break 150, but I'm just not I haven't quite the strategy down yet. And I hope to start developing that as we get, go down to LA and race a couple of meets there, and then conference, and then hopefully the outdoor national championship.
Thank you so much.
All right.